It's me, Oracle Brigette. This is a collective tarot reading specific for the current cosmic energy, but whenever you tune into this, it's probably divine. So hang out, we'll do a mood challenge solution spread, and we'll see what the higher vibrations have in store for us. La 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 la, come on in. Ooh, there you go. Did someone just flip? Ah, yes. Okay. So here's part one of your reading, and I'll probably go deeper, okay? Thank you, Cassandra, for the love donation. I love you. So the mood card we got is the Three of Pentacles. The challenge, so interesting. Well, I've got a message for us. Definitely got a message. Three of Pentacles is the mood. The challenge is the Nine of Wands. And the solution is the Wheel of Fortune. So let's get into that. Here's the message I have for these three cards, okay, my loves? If you give yourself a reading, these cards may not have the exact same meaning. I'm working with a particular energy right now. While we may feel compelled to want to start to share ourselves more, start to look at the things we've put time and effort into, and innately view the value in them because we've put time and effort into them. That which we've infused our spirit, our effort, our time, and our energy into becomes a product, becomes a creation of yours. And keeping that in mind, we're now connecting into, or we're in that energy of starting to tap into the innate value, that true value of that which you have created, that which you have put the time and energy into making. It has value because you have value. So we are tapping into our sense of innate value, and how by putting our time and effort into something, we innately give it value. And we're taking it a step further. We're feeling the energy of wanting to share this awareness with others. We're in the energy of wanting to say, I can feel the value of this creation. I want to take it a step further and share it. I can feel the value of this creation, and I want to take it a step further and share it. Okay? In fact, you may find there are those who are interested in that, who will be there to stand and listen. Even if it is only two of them, that might be a very satisfying experience. When we look into what may hold us back or cause us to feel a sense of resistance to this natural Three of Pentacles type of energy, this is like, I want to rep myself. I want to rep my stuff. I want to be proud of representing myself. I feel it. I just want to be me, show what I've done, like feel good about it, and keep moving forward, networking, growing. We feel that. Like it's a social energy, but it also is an energy where you know what you're doing and you're coming at it and expressing it to these other people in the social environment at an angle with the intention of some value, right? Of sharing and expressing the value, explaining the value in something to others. This is the challenge. So we find that it's past experiences of potential mental or social warfare is causing us to feel extra guarded. It's important to keep in mind that with this card coming out, this card says you've been through a lot. Look, he's got his head bandaged up. Yes, you've been through a lot, but all of your wands are like, they're not on the floor. They're not in a pile on the floor, right? All your thoughts, they're not in a jumble after the warfare. Rather, you've lined them up. So while we may feel this energy as though we've come through a difficult time or we have survived a lot, it's important to acknowledge that in that way we are also prepared for the future. We're also prepared for the future. We won't let those same things that may have victimized us in the past victimize us again, because we already have those experiences. We understand them. Try not to be too hesitant and self-protective in certain environments where you need to rep yourself. I'm not saying show off. In fact, side note, anytime you feel like you want to show off to others, go in and show off to spirit. Take that inner feeling, instead of projecting that show off energy outward, show off into spirit. Thank you, spirit. Look at this that you gave me. Look at this that I have. Thank you. This is so awesome. I promise you, you will resonate that blessing tenfold. Okay, back to the reading. So this is the challenge. While you may feel the desire to represent yourself and really start to communicate the innate value of you and of you through your creations, the innate value of your creations, it's like you're feeling that energy of abundance coming towards you, and so you want to meet it, you want to match it, you kind of want to call it into being. But past experiences are causing you to perhaps feel hesitant, causing you to do all the things you can to clean up everything on your side of it before you step forward, because you're like, oh, I want to be as like perfect as possible before I start to represent myself. What's really beautiful is the solution is the Wheel of Fortune. All right? So this is the energy of, it's okay, babe. At least hold space for the universe to do its thing. Okay? Because you may feel like it's time for you to really represent yourself, and you're starting to tap into the innate value that you have and that the things you put your time and energy into hold. You're tapping into that, you're representing yourself, you're feeling like, the universe is aligning you with these networking situations or social circumstances where you're really able to, where you're provided the space to be heard. Believe it when you have those experiences. Notice the difference between wisdom and trauma response. Wisdom says, oh, I recognize these red flags, and I will predominantly attribute them to a particular personality style. Or I've learned in my life that when a person does these things, they tend to mean that. I'm not going to respond as a victim to those things because I already know. So I will maneuver in a strategic manner because I have wisdom and experience and finesse. Instead of saying, you're trying to narc me, you're gonna energy vampire me, you're low vibrational. At this point, he can see it from a mile away. Okay? So yes, you can see these things that maybe would have victimized your old self from a mile away. Please acknowledge that you already know what it's like to overcome these things, so they innately do not have to have such a strong negative impact on you. In fact, you can start to really go around. Finesse. I've been talking about finessing the dark for a while now, right? So, zoop, zoop, zoop. As we continue to look at the symbolism and this very strong energy, if we look at all the cards in the deck, this is the major arcana. The solution energy is the major arcana. It's the biggest energy in the deck. It's the Wheel of Fortune. You've got your divine archetypes in the four corners, heaven energy, right? You've got the Wheel of Time. You've got the Wheel of Destiny. And you've got the energy that represents the shadow self or the darkness, who thinks he's a sly dog going up on the Wheel of Fortune, but what he don't see is that you've got your God energy, this God, this divine energy sitting atop the Wheel of Fortune, completely camouflaged. And he's holding a sword. So this dark energy that's coming up like, I got this. I'm going to get that Pegasus or whatever that thing is. This thing here is. He's like, he doesn't see this guy with the sword. And so it's important to acknowledge that, yes, we may always, potentially, okay, a lot of words, whatever. I got to restart that sentence. We may always feel the potential for a negative vibrational influence, right? We may always sense that energy of the dark or feel that we can always be aware of it, but that's okay, because if you're aware of that, then you can be aware of all the other divine components in your life as well. So hold space for yourself. If you're going to be expansive and say, I can sense the darkness, that means you're opening up. You can sense other things too. So start to enjoy your psychic powers, and in moments where you can't move, there's nowhere for you to go, all you can do is hold yourself up in your own mind and hope that no one else attacks you. If that's the place you're in, don't worry. You're not alone here. The universe is here too. Wheel of Fortune. If you don't feel being yourself moved, if you can't move, if something you instead need to be inside in a dark room in solitude healing, doing something else, you want to spend a fucking week in the bathtub instead of networking or whatever, no judgment from me. The universe will continue to do its thing. I mean, I always recommend taking little steps forward with intention, or setting your vibration and consciously emanating the vibration you choose so that you give the universe really good stuff to work with. You're welcome, my love. So that felt nice. That was like a cute little 3-card reading. Do you want to go a little deeper? I'm extremely curious. I would like to go deeper. I'd like to go deeper. I'm just going to put these 3 cards down and like fidget around for a bit. Stare at them and see if I have anything else that I want to say to you. The word discernment comes to mind. The word discernment. The same discerning eye that you kind of may suspiciously view others and perceive others. Others may also look at you that way. So keep that in mind. The way that you may almost suspiciously be on high alert. Thank you for the love in the comments. Others may be viewing you with that same suspicion. I don't know about this guy. I don't know, he's saying it's a good sculpture. But don't those stars mean something bad? You know what I mean? Like someone's like, I don't know. So I'm not necessarily saying people are going to be viewing you with a discerning eye and it's going to be perceiving you in your best light. Another reason why it is integral that you are always representing yourself in the best light. Make sure you are the one who is setting the narrative. Innately, consciously emanating, representing yourself. You know what you've been through. Don't let it stop you. Let it fuel you and remind you of your wisdom and how you've got this backbone and you have survived these things, man. You survived things. It wasn't on accident. So you received information from those experiences. That information helps you survive more. Spirit says it's not all about you. There is something bigger going on. And so it's in those moments that you find yourself ruminating and like cycling in a mental place. Spirit says those are the moments that you're actually being selfish. You're just being selfish, so it's not all you. Like, you don't do it all. You do some and the universe does some too. So, did I get this out of my eye? So, hold space for the universe to do its thing. hold space for the universe to do its thing. Many forces in the cosmos are functioning in a manner to align us with our divine life. Many cosmos are doing their thing. And in a way, our life is a manifestation of those things. And in another way, those cosmos are a manifestation of our lives. So remember to continue to manifest. In the high vibrational planes, we don't say manifest anymore. We just hold space for something, and if the universe wants to bring it in, then the universe will bring it in. I want to say that again because it feels really good. In the higher dimensional planes, we don't manifest. Instead, we just hold space for something. And if the universe wants to bring it in, then the universe will bring it in. But it's up to you to open up that divine feminine receiver energy so that the universe can divine masculine penetrate your field with the energy. I'm really glad that this message resonates. I'm looking at my 3 decks. Like, do I want to use the same deck? I actually do want to use the same deck, and then I might do some oracle cards, but I kind of feel like this message is done. Like, cooked. It feels pretty cooked, but I want to go deeper. What am I feeling? Let me drink a little water and tap into that. We have a new message. So that was like message 1. Shoom. Time for message 2. Spirit, do we put the cards away? Do we start a new deck? What should we do? So everybody take your screenshots. Take your screenshots. Hold on. My nails look like shit. So let me hide my nails. Hold on. Just give me a second. It's worth it. Okay. Mood challenge solution. This is the mood here on this side. Okay. Did you get your cards? Oh, wait. You couldn't see the words Wheel of Fortune. Hold on. There. So that's our mood challenge solution spread. That's a general reading. That is a general reading. Hey, Dale, I see your comment, and it looks like it's got a lot of energy, so I'm not going to read it right now because we're doing collective readings, but I'm probably going to be back tonight for psychic readings. Na, 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 na. Okay. Na, na, na. Oh shit, we got something coming in. Oh, we've got magic happening. Great question. Oh, okay, maybe I'll have to read Dale's question after this, because we've got energy coming in. And before I continue pulling cards, I need to make sure I'm discerning the spread. We are blank. And so that means blank. And so beware of blank. Did you get that? We are blank. So that means blank. So we must beware of blank. Did I get that right? I hope so. Da-na-na-na. We are Queen of Swords. Ooh, ooh. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Cups. Think about the one you love. Take a deep breath. Feel gratitude for your ability to feel love. Amen. Okay. Let's get into the no, this isn't a challenge. What did I say? I am. And so that means that makes sense. And so I have to be aware of. Woohoo! Na 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 na. Spirit, I need clarification. Why would you do that to me? I'm confused. I'm getting triggered. I'm getting triggered by my own reading. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. This happens sometimes. I'll take it. I'm not going to look because I'm going to keep getting triggered. Okay. I'm human and I'm spirit, just like you. I'm a spiritual human. We are the first of our kind. God. We are God in human bodies. We're the first of our kind, you know? There have been gods before, but never human gods. And that's what's activating right now, my loves. I think I was about to talk about myself, and Spirit's like, actually, channel a message, bitch. Okay, Spirit, I will. I won't complain. I'll just channel. Spirit activated. Spirit, don't let me play small. Spirit's like, insecure. No, you're not. I'm like, I know, but I wanted to come off as humble. Spirit's like, fuck you. Okay. I gotta stay big. Okay. So, I've got a new message for us. It's another collective arena. Another collective arena. Ooh, the weather outside is moist. The Queen of Swords energy is activated. So in our constructive and destructive qualities and tendencies, we seem to have finally found a place of emotional settle. While we still feel sharp, we also feel curious and equally capable and strong. So yeah, it's true. I could cut a bitch if I need to, but I'm willing to hear them out first. I understand that I'm capable, and I have no need to be petty. Because we have reached this energy, an energy that is able to integrate the importance of emotion and ground them, that divine feminine queen energy, an innately intuitive energy, with a sword in hand, interacting with life in a way constructive and destructive, but grounded. And before cutting through anything, we are able to hear it out and have an open heart first. Approach it from the divine feminine receptivity, sensitivity of intuition, before needing to utilize the force. So, because we've reached this place, there are new ideas that are coming in. I love this message. Ace of Wands. So this is the universe like, bloop. Inspiration, boop, in your head. But if you watched, I think it was my last reading that I did today, that's on my IGTV. I talked about this. Sometimes it seems like, well, there's lots of things that it seems. There's lots of reasons why we manifest things or things come into being in our lives. But one energy that I want to speak on a little bit that's inspired by this read about how we are the Queen of Swords right now, and so Ace of Wands, and so we have these new mental, we have new ideas coming in. New creative ideas, and they're fertile and they're good ideas. This could even be a new lover. But definite new project, new idea. New idea, epiphany, a moment of clarity. What that moment is you tapping in to a parallel future timeline. And as I speak, my toe is tapping the table and I see my phone shaking with every word. Let me restart. When you have an idea of something that you want to do from the heart space, then that's you tapping into a parallel future timeline in which you've already done that. So keep in mind, if you have a new idea to do something, that means you've done it before in a parallel future timeline. So never doubt an idea if you have it. At least give it some consideration. Because sometimes ideas don't come from the heart space. They come from other chakral portals. They could be demonic entity attachments if you're in a lower vibration. There could be, you could not be in your sovereignty, and you could be allowing external influence into your field, which is causing accidental demonic entity attachments. You could have no psychic boundaries, and you could be having people talk to you all day long, all the people you have attachments to, just like in your fucking head all day long because you have no psychic boundaries. Lots of things in life that could influence us to feel that we are meant for something, that we want to do something. But when we're able to tap into the heart chakra energy and listen to the energy of the soul will flow through that 5D portal. And that's where you get shown those visions of the future. Just enough of the vision so that you get that little spark, that little inspiration to bring it into fruition and to manifest that timeline. It's completely possible for you. Okay. Now I have 3 cards because of this energy. Because we've reached a level where we're truly able to protect ourselves, yet still be nurturing and intuitive with life, welcome and opening, grounded and sovereign, and receiving epiphanies on the regular. Because we're in this place now, it feels very transformative. Lots of clouds here, lots of divine influence in our lives, lots of earth angel energies activating. Because of that, I got to channel so my human doesn't get in the way. So I might not look at you guys directly while I channel. Because of that, we need to be aware of romantic connections, emotional relationships, and energy exchanges, especially romantic, any kind of intimate exchanges. We need to be aware of, we got these 2. We need to be aware of contracting with other people for things that neither of you are going to follow through on. Beware of contracting now with others, like a contract, but a verbal contract. I will love you forever, that kind of shit. Anytime you need this, I got you, or something, but you don't actually mean that. Don't. Especially if this is related to finances and home. What I need you to be aware of right now is, now I have 2 or 3 different channels of energy for this particular advice here. So it just must be more specific for different vibrations of people, perhaps. But what we need to be aware of in our new space is bringing a lover in, or bringing someone in that is financially helping us, but actually financially helping us just enough to keep us dependent on them. This could also be a employer. This could also be an employer. A relationship that we need to be aware of is one where they are giving to us financially, but it's just enough to keep us dependent and on our knees, so they are the top level of our life. When you're on your knees and looking up, it's just what you're looking at that you were trying to get from. They're not trying to get up. They're not trying to walk. They're not trying to get a job. They're not trying to, you know what I mean, make some art. They're waiting for the next handout. So I want you to beware of relationships that have this energy where it's handouts, but it's really just a wish and a dream. What I want you to know is, while you are thinking and projecting best case scenario on whatever this energy exchange is that we're tapping into for you right now, it doesn't matter how much you visualize and how much you intend for them to be good. In the end, what determines if they're good for you is where you're actually at. I'm sensing an energy that's like mental denial so that you can keep living in a fantasy. Sounds like your employer? Yeah, for sure. For sure, this energy is like energy exchanges. Could be romantic, could be a job, could be a person you're doing a project with. But as you start to activate in your new ideas, I really want you to work on trying to feed yourself, assess your independence. And when it comes to money and finances, I actually feel like you've got a dream on your heart. There's something that you wish you could be doing and wish you could be trying. And it's actually your dependency. It's actually your dependency on them that's causing you to not be in your power, and that's causing you to be in a lower vibration, which is causing you to doubt the initial vision you got on your heart. That is the energy of this card, of you being like, I have this dream and this thing I feel I'm going to manifest. It's this concept and I'm not fully there yet. And you'll never be fully there as long as you're on your knees being fed coins, from someone, the bare minimum, and focusing all your energy on that and trying to survive off of that. Trust that at least spiritually you will feel much more settled and satisfied when this big idea comes in, which has probably already come in at this point, when this big idea comes in, that you're able to view the idea as your own idea and something that you can pursue without needing to entangle with someone else and take from their energy and bring it into yours. Taking the energy of an energy exchange and using it as some kind of crutch. I wanted to be this, but I settled for that. I wanted to be independent and this dreamer. I didn't have much coins. I had one, but it's this energy of possibility. Hi, baby. But I settled for that. Crumbs. So that's the energy that I want all of us, to really beware of. Okay, my loves? So let's run through these cards one more time. Right now, our powerful divine feminine has activated. Because this is a queen card, this implies that we have an activation of intuition, of emotional strength and balance occurring in our lives. We're able to see things much clearer, and there's an energy of confidence and sovereignty that goes with it, to where you truly value and respect yourself. And so you're not worried about boundaries anymore, because you understand. Because you understand. You have experience now. You have experience now. You're willing to hear what some others may have to say. You're willing to consider outside things. But keep in mind that you're the one who's on the throne, with the ideas coming in from the divine. You're the one who's got these big ideas coming in. So that's fine. If you want to have energy exchanges, that's totally fine. But do so with a sword in hand. Not that you're ready to battle, but just make sure your backbone is visible in your exchanges right now. Make sure your spiritual sword is somehow visible in the way that you behave. Ensure that the boundaries and respect you hold for yourself are actually being manifested in the way that you speak. And ensure the way that you speak and behave is in a manner that is continuing to manifest the reality where you have this backbone, where you are this sovereign person. Okay? I'm not afraid of someone to say some shit to me because I've got a backbone. No one can victimize me. I understand my sovereignty and my power. I'm intuitive and psychic. I know before they've come up, this card says. I know before they've approached what their intentions are, and that's why I'm even willing to consider them. And so that's a huge form of protection, right? Self-protection. Huge form of self-protection. Activating the psychic, trusting in the intuition, and understanding that you don't have to welcome everybody. You don't have to invite everyone in. First, you will tap into that divine feminine psychic. You will know before they come up whether you need to use the heart or the sword. Be vigilant with the acceptance of your newest epiphanies and great ideas. Be vigilant in monitoring yourself for epiphanies and ensure you're always holding space in your mind for yourself to hold space for yourself to have good ideas. And to remember to keep in mind that the divine speaks to you from within. So most of your ideas are going to come from this space. While that's occurring, it is integral that we monitor our healthy energy exchanges and keep them that way. And we should beware of energy exchanges that are circumstances that distract you from pursuing a dream because it's small, because someone who has a lot is offering you crumbs. It's also important to flip side this and say, beware of going with the elites or what is popular and doing fake charity work and fake helping people, but not really having your heart in it. If there's something else that you truly feel that you could be doing that would have more value to the world instead. A true healthy relationship and person will survive through your growth and expansion. A true friend and person who loves you, your relationship will not suffer or, cause a fight if you say how you're feeling. How could you settle for crumbs? By keeping quiet and not speaking up for what you deserve and what your innate value is. Not having boundaries and saying, I'm way too divine to be in this environment, so time for me to get creative as fuck to get out of here. Just because the idea you have isn't fully formed, or you perhaps haven't taken action on manifesting it yet, this Ace of Wands energy is full of potential, okay? Just keep in mind that there's healthy energy exchanges, and there are energy exchanges that can literally halt all your growth because they convince you that what you feel on the inside isn't quite right, and they know better for you. Always be in your sovereignty. Notice what people in your life, even if it's friends and family, notice which ones want to convince you that that idea you have for yourself that you want to do for yourself is nice and all, but I've got a better version. No, that's bullshit. In fact, these Ace of Wands ideas that are coming through in this energy, keep them to yourself completely. And if you are going to share these ideas, do not share them in their entirety. Only share little crumbs so you can ensure you're really analyzing who is going to cherish the energy of this idea. As you share your crumbs of this idea to the people around you, if you feel you need to. I have two things to say about that. One, you share them with them if they start saying things like, oh, how's your little project? How's your little Instagram? Fuck them. They don't deserve any more. If anyone innately hears something that's important to you and then comes back at you belittling you, whether it's unconscious or not, fuck that. No, you don't get any more like codes. Nope. Okay? Little crumbs. Because what you share of this big, beautiful energy needs to truly be cherished and honored. And trust that as you start to be more discerning with who you share this information with, your vibration will shift and you will be aligned with people who can actually handle and support your energy. I've experienced it firsthand in my life now, so I can definitely say that with confidence. It was challenging moving people out of my life who did not resonate with me and I did not trust with the content of my heart. But the way people have started to move into my life who innately support me and see me as a master in things that I just started seeing myself as a master of is incredible. And it feels so much better when the people that I am intimately exchanging with are not giving me crumbs, but instead are treating me like the gold I am. Thank you for the validation and the confirmation and the love in the comments. And welcome to Soul Family. And I'm so happy this reading has helped you. I'm so happy to read your comments. You have no idea. It's amazing. And welcome to Soul Family, Meg. I mean, you've been here before. Welcome again. So yay. That was two little readings. Two little readings for us. For us, because we deserve it. I think I'm going to come back later, so we'll get into some personal readings. So those of you who left comments with more personal questions or things that weren't on whatever. I mean, when I'm channeling, I just can't answer questions. So whatever questions you might have left, save them. Scroll up now, screenshot it if you forgot your question, so that you can ask me later. I'll try my best to come back on a little later, but if I don't, it's just because I need to recover and recuperate. But there is a gorgeous full moon energy happening right now, so pay attention to your watery state and how your emotions feel in an ebb and a flow. Take a deep breath and know that you can take that consciousness and awareness a little deeper. You can tap into the electricity in your body. And sometimes it helps. As an Aquarius, I'm sharing this with you. I'm an Aquarius, Sun, rising in Mercury. And Venus. Actually, not Venus, I'm lying. Instead of deeply connecting to all emotions as you feel them and let them pass through your body, you can also observe them and view it as electricity. And see where that goes. Know that you can regulate the electricity in your body through taking deep breaths. And so therefore you can assist your body in regulating its emotions when you take a deep breath. But don't judge yourself for having emotions. You're human. We deserve to experience the full range of emotions. Now take note, if you have predominantly just suffered and experienced discomfort throughout your life, then chances are you've only traversed a small scale of the range of the human emotions. So there may be a chance that the rest of your life will never go as low as you once traversed constantly, because there are other levels of the scale of human emotions for you to experience. Hold space for yourself to never suffer again. And then if you have to, you deal with it, because it's what the universe needs you to do, because it's divine. But I know for myself, when I catch my mind trying to pre-perceive what something is before my heart or soul can sense what it is, I stop that mind so fast. I'm like, oh no. No. I'm going to enjoy this if I like it. I'm going to enjoy this and be grateful for this high vibration. And I'm not going to feel any need to bring the mind in to make sense of anything. Because if it feels good, that's great, and I deserve it. Allow yourself to experience positive emotions. Hold space for yourself to feel happy and to have a good time. Hold space for yourself to feel happy and have a good time. Because sometimes we get so used to crumbs in our life that we forget that we deserve that full range of human emotions. Accept that you may never feel like shit the way you once felt like shit ever again. And hold space for yourself to keep going up and up and up and up. Higher and higher and higher, raising in vibration, raising an internal neutral bliss state. And emanating this peace, love out. That feels good. That feels good. That feels really good. I'm done. I did it. I did your reading. Let's take a screenshot, shall we? I don't think we can fit all cards in the screen though, so that'll be interesting. Well, this is what you are and therefore, so do that one. Bloop. Next. So beware of. Obviously, if you try and Google these cards later and like recreate my spread, it's never going to work. I channeled messages inspired by the cards in this reading. There you go. Bloop. Beware of. Bloop. So I channeled messages inspired by the spread in this reading. So just want to remind you of that, because I know some people like to Google card meanings. Do that. Do that in your own spreads that you make for yourself. You will not be able to retranslate my light codes into anything else, because it's no longer a light code that I brought through. It's something that you mentally curated, inspired by my light code, and that's different. Yay! Love you, Tara. Go us. Go us. Thank you for being here with me tonight, today. Thank you for holding space for me and loving me in the comments and giving me the hearts on the live. I love it. It's been a pleasure. If this is your first live video of me today you're watching, I did go live earlier and I gave more light codes, another whole other different energy report with no cards. There's very little carryover in between the two videos, maybe just a few things. So lots of fresh light codes for us to get us through the week. Just so you know what I'm working on behind the scenes, yes, I'm still editing the Tough Love for Empaths article. That will be up soon. I'm also going to be publishing our August 2020 energy report for silver and gold members on my website. So I'll keep you posted. Stay tuned. That'll be up soon. So lots of fun things happening for me, happening for us. So try your best to enjoy. There's always the avenue for you to enjoy it. It might feel unnatural to enjoy things sometimes. Hold space for yourself to be able to enjoy it, and you'd be surprised what happens. You'd be surprised what the universe does in response. So I hope this helps. And I love you, and I love you, and I love you. If you ever need to access any of my content or anything I've written, you can go to my site, lovesteadylife.com. If you want to book a personal reading with me, again, you can do that on my site, lovesteadylife.com. If you want to take one of my guided meditation classes, you can also click the link on the homepage of my website. You'll see it right there. Our next meditation class is Thursday morning, Eastern Standard Time at 10 a.m. And if you're interested in a night meditation class on Monday nights at 6:15 Eastern Standard Time, Monday nights, DM me. I'm starting a wait list for that as well. And also stay tuned for news on our upcoming Sister Circle. So yay for that. I love you, I love you, I love you. Sending so much love to you.